Hey, how's it going, guys? Jackson here from Toasty DIY, and today I'm going to be showing you guys on a Volkswagen Jetta. This is with the 2-liter, and honestly, this goes with many Volkswagens that have the 2-liter. I think even the 1.8 liters have the intake manifold runners going over top of the spark plugs that you need to get to. So I'm going to show you guys how to do this without having to take any of this crap off. It's super easy. Anybody that tells you need to take off just honestly is not a mechanic, because as a real mechanic, you try to do everything you can in the least amount of time while still doing it properly. You can still do it 100% properly without having to take this off. Not that this is hard to take off, it's a whole extra step that you don't need to do, and you could cause extra issues. You could break off bolts in the process, so why bother taking it off if you don't need to? So I've actually already done the number 1 cylinder. That's this guy right here. Very easy to get to. Now, a tool that I highly recommend, Volkswagen actually makes a tool to remove these spark plug boots, but the thing is, these boots actually have a aluminum cover around them. I mean, you can hear me clacking against it. So literally all you have to do is just pull up. I mean, you don't even have to use much force to it. This actually has never had the plugs changed on it. It has 156,000 miles, and I'm just now doing the plugs for the first time. Gotta get this one back in now. But yeah, so I already did the number 1 plug. Very easy to do. You can just use a straight, just 5/8 sockets for that. So as you can see, the rig that I've going here, got a snap-on ratchet, extension, and then a socket that's designed for spark plugs. Spark plug sockets are nice because they have little rubber inserts inside of them, which I don't even, there you go. They have rubber inserts inside of them to hold the plug for you so they don't fall out. It's a really nice tool to have. You can get them super cheap from Harbor Freight. Anyone works fine. The really long extension is super freaking awesome to have instead of having to attach 20 of them together and worry about them falling off in the process. So highly recommend getting these tools here. Also get a pair of straight needle nose. These are also from Harbor Freight. And a pair of angled needle nose pliers. They're called long neck needle nose pliers. And this is really all you should need to get the job done. I don't even think I've done this specific car before, but I can just tell you guys by looking, you do not need to take the manifold off. I've already gotten the number 2 spark plug boot off of here too, which that's, let's see where that's residing right now. I think, yeah, I got it stuck off to the side right here. I think you guys can kind of see that. Yeah, that's just stuck off to the side. I didn't have to remove anything for that. Once again, just took the angled needle nose, and I was actually able to go through the intake runner. You kind of wiggle them back and forth first. You know, wiggle the spark plug boot to get it loose, and then just kind of pry up just to get it loose, and that's all I had to do. From that point, you can just take both hands, you know, one hand through here, kind of pull up, the other hand right through this intake runner here. You see I can get all the way through to there. It's not hard to do, I promise. Even if you have bigger hands, it might be a little bit more challenging, but you can still do it. And now to get to this spark plug, which everyone says this is the hardest one to get to, it is not going to be that bad because we have an actual spark plug socket that has a swivel on it. It's just a 3/8 socket. You could buy a separate swivel, but you know this tool is nice because it's more compact. See if I can even do this with one hand. I don't know how confident I am, but fairly confident. Nope, got a little bit of a bend going here. That's always fun trying to make these work with 2 hands. So making it work with 1 hand is even more fun. All right, there we go. See, look, we're on it. You see how we got force or pressure? Look, we're on it. I haven't even broken it loose yet. Here we go. That's it. See how easy that was? And then I'll go ahead and show you guys the number 3 is right here. That one's a lot easier to get to. I'm going to show you guys down in the hole there. Yeah, see the boot there? So that one is just going to be like doing the number 1, just a little bit more difficult than the number 1 because the runner is almost, it's pretty much over it, but it's not too bad. Number 4 is probably the easiest besides number 1, which is right there as well. Yeah, super easy, guys. Don't listen to what everyone says where you need to take the manifold off. There's a reason why, even if you look it up online, it's probably going to say it calls for like an hour because the manifold does not need to come off. And it's sad that I saw 2 or 3 videos where they're saying to take the manifold off, and I'm just like, why? What's the point? And the guys that were doing it were actual mechanics too, which is insane to me. But yeah, so much easier way to do this. Another thing to keep in mind, always make sure that, what did I do with it? Make sure that you put this stuff on, dielectric tune-up grease. Get the good stuff, it's Permatex. This stuff you put on the spark plug boot, you kind of put it on the end of the boot. That'll make it to where it insulates the connection to make sure that you don't get any misfires, and also makes it to where next time you want to take your spark plug boot off, if you ever need to do it again, it's going to be incredibly easy. Another thing to keep in mind, don't get the freaking cheap ass plugs that are So don't ever touch Autolite. These are NGK laser platinums. These are what the OEM plugs called for, which I actually have an OEM plug out right here. See, we got NGK, and it has the Volkswagen Audi logo on it because these are the ones that they use from the factory. And these plugs match the exact same as this. They just don't have the Volkswagen Audi logo on them. But these are going to be $14 a piece, but it is very much worth it. You know, there's no reason to spend, you know, $20 less and get shitty plugs that aren't the right ones for it and are going to cause you to get less gas mileage, or even cause, you know, more detrimental issues and cause you to have to prematurely change your spark plugs again. So get the good ones. Make sure you use dielectric tune-up grease. Whenever you pull the boot out, don't pull the boot by the actual cable, because that's the really delicate part, and it can very easily tear and you'll get arcing. If you do tear it, make sure you pull it by the metal on the boots. And other than that, I mean, if you see any nicks or tears in your wires or boots, go ahead and replace the wires. I think it's about anywhere from 60 to 80 for the tailored set that is designed for this car. So really, you know, like I said, guys, this is not a big procedure. It's not a huge deal. You are going to need some, you know, kind of specialty tools to do this. So don't try to use, you know, just a pair of channel locks and some vice grips, because you're not going to do it with that. So, you know, get the nice tools you need, and you'll be able to get it done, you know, yourself. Or, you know, if you're going to take it to a mechanic shop, make sure they're not trying to charge you out the ass to do the taking the intake manifold off and putting new, because you have to put a new intake manifold gasket on as well. So there's a decent amount of things that go into this if you take off the intake manifold. So hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I would sit here and show you guys how to take each one out, but I think it's very obvious at this point. If you have the right tools, it's very obvious. It's straightforward. You don't really need to change anything out. You don't need a specialty tool for one of them. Just like I said, the tools I showed you, that's all you're really going to need. So yeah, we hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want more car videos like this, let me know in the comment section down below. And we'll see you guys in the next one.